Life is a journey fraught with challenges, but it is these very challenges that define us. Suffering is an inescapable part of life, yet within that suffering lies the seed of growth, the opportunity to transform our character. It's time to take responsibility, to confront the chaos within and without, and to embark on the adventure of self-improvement. Success isn't an accident, it's the result of deliberate, consistent action. Discipline is the foundation, doing what needs to be done regardless of how we feel. You have to act, you have to hustle, even when you don't feel like it. It's about showing up every single day, pushing through the discomfort and embracing the grind. Remember, the obstacle is the way. Life is tough, it's meant to be tough. The path to greatness is paved with hardship. When you feel pain, when you feel like giving up, that's when you need to dig deep and keep going. Embrace the suck. Use every ounce of pain, every failure as fuel. This is where you find out who you really are. No excuses, no shortcuts, just relentless, unyielding determination. We can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. It's all about mindset. When you face adversity, shift your perspective. See it as an opportunity to grow stronger, to become better. Life is a constant battle, but with the right mindset, you can conquer anything. Extreme ownership. That's what it's all about. We must take full responsibility for our lives. No blaming others, no excuses. You own your actions, your thoughts, your failures, and your victories. And when things get tough, as they inevitably will, you need to stand firm, show resilience, adapt, overcome, and move forward. Discipline equals freedom. Stay the course, and victory will be yours. Embrace discipline, take action, endure hardship, shift your mindset, and take ownership of your life. The journey is long and arduous, but it is through this journey that we find our true strength. Unleash your inner power, rise above the challenges, and become the person you were destined to be. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of wisdom and motivation. Remember, the path to greatness is within your grasp. Subscribe for more insights, share this video with those who need it, and let's embark on this journey together. Stay strong, stay disciplined, and keep pushing forward. Until next time.
For centuries, the story of Heracleion was passed down through whispers and ancient texts. A grand city swallowed by the sea, lost to time and the depths. Many dismissed it as mere myth, a tale spun by storytellers. But the legend of Heracleion held a kernel of truth, waiting to be rediscovered. In the year 2000, a team of underwater archaeologists, led by the European Institute for Underwater Archaeology, embarked on an expedition off the coast of Alexandria, Egypt. They were searching for warships lost in the Battle of the Nile, a pivotal clash between Napoleon and Nelson's fleets. What they found instead would rewrite history. Beneath the murky depths, sonar equipment detected anomalies on the seabed. Divers descended, their lights piercing the gloom, and encountered a sight that took their breath away. Giant statues, some toppled, others still standing, loomed out of the darkness. Sphinxes with enigmatic smiles guarded what appeared to be a city frozen in time. Heracleion, the lost city of legend, was no more a myth. It had been found. The discovery of Heracleion sent shockwaves through the archaeological world. It was a major city, a bustling port that had vanished from sight over 1,000 years ago. Now, a team of archaeologists, historians, and divers were tasked with carefully excavating this sunken metropolis. Underwater archaeology is a painstaking process. Divers work in challenging conditions, battling poor visibility, currents, and the relentless pressure of the depths. They use specialized tools, like airlifts and suction hoses, to gently remove centuries of silt and sediment that encase the ruins. As the layers of time were peeled back, Heracleion began to reveal its secrets. The city was laid out on a grid plan, with streets paved with stone. Grand temples dedicated to Egyptian gods stood alongside houses, shops, and workshops. Public spaces were adorned with statues and inscriptions, providing glimpses into the city's vibrant past. The waters that swallowed Heracleion also preserved its treasures. Thousands of artifacts have been recovered from the site, each one a window into the city's lost world. Among the most remarkable finds are colossal statues, some towering over 16 feet tall. These depict pharaohs, gods, and sphinxes, their features still remarkably intact despite centuries spent underwater. Everyday objects offer equally compelling insights into life in Heracleion. Ceramics, jewelry, tools, and even coins paint a picture of a prosperous city, engaged in trade and commerce. One particularly intriguing discovery was a stele, a large inscribed stone slab known as the Heracleion Decree. This decree, issued by Pharaoh Ptolemy IV, provides valuable information about the city's role as a major trading hub. Section 4. Heracleion, a center of trade and faith. Heracleion was not just any city located at the mouth of the Nile River. It served as a vital gateway to Egypt, connecting the Mediterranean world to the riches of the Nile Valley. Ships laden with goods from across the known world would dock at its bustling harbor. Heracleion thrived on this exchange, growing wealthy from taxes and trade. Beyond its economic importance, Heracleion was also a center of religious significance. The city was dedicated to the god Amun-Gareb, a fusion of the Egyptian god Amun and the Greek god Zeus. This syncretism, the blending of Egyptian and Greek beliefs, reflects the cosmopolitan nature of Heracleion, a melting pot where cultures and faiths intertwined. Section 5. The gods of Heracleion. The religious life of Heracleion was rich and diverse. While Amun-Gareb held a special place as the city's patron deity, other gods and goddesses were also venerated. Temples dedicated to Osiris, Isis, and Horus, key deities in the Egyptian pantheon, have been discovered within the submerged city. The presence of Greek gods alongside their Egyptian counterparts underscores the cultural exchange that flourished in Heracleion. Statues of Hercules, the city's namesake in Greek mythology, were found alongside those of Egyptian pharaohs, showcasing the blending of traditions and beliefs. Across our planet, colossal remnants of ancient civilizations whisper tales of a time when humans looked to the stars for guidance. These architectural marvels, from the pyramids of Egypt to the megaliths of Stonehenge, weren't merely feats of engineering. They were expressions of a profound understanding of the cosmos, encoded in stone and aligned with celestial wonders. These structures invite us to explore a time when science, spirituality, and architecture intertwined, revealing a deep reverence for the universe and humanity's place within it. Imagine a world without telescopes or computers, a world where knowledge of the cosmos was gleaned through naked-eye observations and the language of geometry. Ancient architects and astronomers were the keepers of this knowledge, translating their observations into breathtaking monuments. These structures served not only as tombs or temples, but as giant astronomical calendars, sophisticated observatories, and sacred spaces designed to connect humanity with the divine. The key to unlocking the secrets of ancient architecture lies in understanding the concept of sacred geometry. This ancient science explores the mathematical principles and patterns found throughout the natural world. From the spiral of a seashell to the arrangement of petals in a flower, these patterns were seen as evidence of a divine order underlying all creation. Ancient builders incorporated these geometric principles into their designs, believing that by replicating the harmony of the cosmos, they could create structures imbued with spiritual power. The golden ratio, represented by the Greek letter phi, is a prime example of sacred geometry. This unique ratio, approximately 1.618, appears repeatedly in nature and was considered aesthetically pleasing by many ancient cultures. The Great Pyramid of Giza, for example, exhibits proportions closely aligned with the golden ratio. The relationship between its base length and height closely approximates phi, suggesting that the ancient Egyptians understood and utilized this principle in their design. Few ancient structures captivate the imagination quite like the pyramids. These monumental tombs, built to house the pharaohs in the afterlife, were meticulously designed to align with celestial objects and embody sacred geometry. The placement and orientation of the pyramids, particularly those at Giza, reflect a profound understanding of astronomy. The three main pyramids of Giza are aligned with remarkable accuracy to the stars of Orion's belt, mirroring their celestial arrangement. This alignment suggests that the ancient Egyptians viewed Orion as a significant constellation, perhaps associating it with Osiris, the god of the underworld and rebirth. Furthermore, the air shafts built into the Great Pyramid are believed to have been deliberately aligned with specific stars, further demonstrating the importance of astronomy in their construction. Temples, unlike pyramids, were not tombs but living, breathing spaces dedicated to the worship of deities. These sacred spaces were designed to channel cosmic energy and facilitate a connection between the earthly realm and the divine. Like the pyramids, they were meticulously oriented to celestial events, transforming them into giant astronomical calendars. Consider the Temple of Karnak in Egypt, a vast complex dedicated to the Theban triad of Amun, Mut, and Khonsu. During the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, the rising sun aligns perfectly with the temple's main axis, bathing the inner sanctum in a blaze of light. This intentional alignment highlights the importance of solar events in Egyptian religious practices and demonstrates the architectural mastery of these ancient builders. The use of specific geometric ratios and shapes wasn't merely an aesthetic choice in ancient architecture, it was believed to hold deeper spiritual significance. These proportions, such as the golden ratio and the use of sacred geometry figures like the flower of life, were thought to resonate with the harmony of the cosmos, imbuing the structures with cosmic energy.
Ancient Egypt, a land of pharaohs, pyramids, and powerful gods. For centuries, the Egyptians worshipped a pantheon of deities. They believed these gods controlled every aspect of their lives. Then came Akhenaten, a pharaoh who dared to challenge the old ways. Akhenaten's reign, around 1353 to 1336 BC, marked a period of dramatic change. He was born Amenhotep IV, but changed his name to Akhenaten, meaning effective for Aten. This change signified a profound shift in Egyptian religion. Akhenaten abandoned the traditional gods and embraced the worship of a single deity, Aten, the sun disk. Akhenaten's reign was a time of great upheaval. His religious reforms were met with resistance from the priesthood and, possibly, the common people. His reign was also marked by artistic innovation, as seen in the distinctive elongated style of Amarna art. Akhenaten's story is one of ambition, faith, and revolution. He was a pharaoh who dared to challenge the status quo, leaving behind a legacy shrouded in both wonder and controversy. His reign continues to fascinate historians and archaeologists today. Before Akhenaten, the sun god Ra held a prominent place in the Egyptian pantheon. However, Akhenaten elevated Aten, a lesser-known aspect of the sun, to supremacy. Aten was not merely a sun god, he was the source of all life, the creator and sustainer of everything. Akhenaten declared Aten to be the one true god, the only deity worthy of worship. This concept of monotheism was revolutionary in ancient Egypt. It challenged the very foundations of Egyptian society, which were deeply intertwined with polytheistic beliefs. Akhenaten's devotion to Aten was absolute. He composed hymns and poems praising his chosen god. He built temples dedicated solely to Aten, most notably at Amarna, the new capital city he established. This shift from polytheism to monotheism was unprecedented in Egyptian history. It was a radical departure from tradition, driven by Akhenaten's unwavering belief in Aten. Akhenaten's reforms were not merely about adding a new god to the pantheon. He sought to replace the old gods entirely. Temples dedicated to traditional deities like Amun were closed. Their priests were stripped of their power and influence. This rejection of the old ways caused significant disruption. The priesthood, who held considerable power, resisted Akhenaten's reforms. The common people, accustomed to the traditional gods, may have also resisted this drastic change. Akhenaten's religious revolution extended beyond theology. It influenced art, architecture, and even language. Amarna art, characterized by its realism and elongated figures, developed under Akhenaten's patronage. This period was a time of immense change. Akhenaten's unwavering devotion to Aten led to a complete overhaul of Egyptian religion and culture. Akhenaten's reign was relatively short-lived. After his death, his successors, including the boy king Tutankhamun, worked quickly to restore the old gods and traditional practices. Akhenaten's temples were dismantled, his statues smashed, and his name erased from official records. Despite this attempt to erase him from history, Akhenaten's legacy endures. His reign remains a period of fascination for scholars and the public alike. He was a pharaoh who dared to challenge the established order, a religious innovator who introduced the concept of monotheism to Egypt. Many questions remain about Akhenaten's motivations and the full impact of his reforms. Was he a true believer, driven by genuine religious conviction? Or was his devotion to Aten a way to consolidate power and weaken the priesthood? The answers remain elusive, shrouded in the mists of time. Akhenaten's story is a reminder that even in ancient times religion and power were intricately intertwined. He was a pharaoh who dared to be different, and his reign continues to resonate with us thousands of years later.
Ancient Egypt was a land of mystery and wonder. The Egyptians believed in a powerful force called Heka. Heka was everywhere. It was in the gods and goddesses, it was in nature, it was even in people. Heka was the force that made things happen. The ancient Egyptians believed that Heka could be used for good or for evil. Priests used Heka to heal the sick and protect people from harm. They also used it to ensure a good harvest and to control the Nile River. Ordinary people used Heka too. They used amulets and charms to protect themselves from bad luck. Heka was a part of everyday life in ancient Egypt. It was a powerful force that shaped the lives of the people. Heka was more than just magic. It was a force that connected everything in the universe. The ancient Egyptians believed that Heka was the force that created the world. They believed that the god Atum used Heka to bring the world into being. Heka was also important for maintaining order in the world. The Egyptians believed that the pharaoh used Heka to keep the country safe and prosperous. They believed that Heka could be used to heal the sick, protect people from harm, and even control the weather. Heka was a powerful force that the ancient Egyptians believed was essential to their lives. The ancient Egyptians believed that their gods and goddesses possessed Heka. They believed that the gods used Heka to create the world and everything in it. The gods also used Heka to help people. For example, the goddess Isis used her magic to heal her son Horus. The god Thoth used his magic to help people in their daily lives. The ancient Egyptians believed that they could connect with the gods through Heka. They performed rituals and offered sacrifices to the gods. They believed that if they pleased the gods would use their Heka to help them. Priests were very important in ancient Egypt. They were the ones who knew how to use Heka. Priests studied for many years to learn the rituals and spells. They used their knowledge to help people in need. They performed healing rituals, cast protection spells, and even helped people to find love. Pharaohs were also thought to have great Heka. They were the most powerful people in ancient Egypt. The people believed that the pharaohs got their power from the gods. Pharaohs used their Heka to rule the country and protect the people. Section 5. Protection and healing. The ancient Egyptians used Heka for many things. One of the most common uses was for protection. They believed that evil spirits and demons could harm them. So they used amulets, charms, and spells to protect themselves. These objects were often decorated with images of gods and goddesses. The ancient Egyptians also used Heka for healing. They believed that illness was caused by evil spirits. They used spells and rituals to drive out the spirits and heal the sick. Section 6. Heka in daily life. Heka was a part of everyday life in ancient Egypt. People used it for everything from getting a good harvest to finding a lost object. Farmers used Heka to make their crops grow. Sailors used it to protect their ships from storms. Women used Heka to help them get pregnant and have healthy babies. Heka was everywhere in ancient Egypt. It was a part of the fabric of their lives. Section 7. Written words of power. The ancient Egyptians believed that words had power. They believed that if they said the right words in the right way, they could make things happen. Priests wrote down their spells and rituals on papyrus scrolls. These scrolls were very valuable. They were kept safe in temples and tombs. Some spells were written on the walls of tombs. The Egyptians believed that these spells would protect the dead in the afterlife. The Egyptians believed that the written word had magical power. Section 8. Heka's enduring influence. Heka had a profound influence on later magical traditions. The ancient Greeks and Romans were fascinated by Egyptian magic. They adopted many of the Egyptians' beliefs and practices. Heka also influenced the development of Jewish mysticism. Today, Heka continues to fascinate people all over the world. It is a reminder of the power of belief and the enduring human fascination with magic. Section 9. Conclusion. The magic lives on. Heka was more than just magic in ancient Egypt. It was a fundamental force that permeated every aspect of their lives, from religion and medicine to daily routines. Through Heka, they sought to connect with the divine, protect themselves from harm, and ensure their well-being. While the ancient Egyptian civilization may be long gone, Heka's legacy lives on. Its influence can be seen in various magical traditions and continues to captivate our imaginations today. Heka reminds us of the power of belief and the enduring human search for meaning and connection with the universe. Nestled in the eastern corner of the Kaaba, Islam's holiest shrine, resides a simple, unassuming object of immense spiritual significance: the Black Stone. This sacred relic, shrouded in silver and silk, has captivated the hearts and minds of millions for centuries. Its dark, enigmatic surface seems to whisper tales of a distant past, a time before recorded history, sparking endless curiosity and debate. What is this stone, and from where did it originate? Is it a meteorite, a remnant of a lost world, or something else entirely? While definitive answers remain elusive, the Black Stone stands as a testament to the enduring power of faith, history, and the mysteries of the cosmos. Join us as we embark on a journey to unravel the secrets of this ancient relic, exploring its origins, its significance across cultures and time, and the scientific theories that attempt to explain its existence. For Muslims worldwide, the Black Stone holds profound religious significance. Islamic tradition tells us that the stone was once pure and white, a gift from Allah to Adam and Eve after their expulsion from the Garden of Eden. It served as a reminder of their transgression and a symbol of God's forgiveness. Over time, the sins of humanity absorbed by the stone turned it black. Despite its transformation, the Black Stone remained a sacred object, eventually making its way to Abraham. Muslims believe that Abraham, known as Ibrahim in Islam, rebuilt the Kaaba, the cubical structure that houses the Black Stone in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, on the foundations laid by Adam. The Black Stone's presence within the Kaaba elevates the structure to its unparalleled sanctity in Islam, making it the focal point of the Hajj pilgrimage, one of the 5 pillars of Islam. The Black Stone's importance predates Islam, deeply embedded in the history and culture of pre-Islamic Arabia. The Kaaba even then served as a significant religious site, attracting pilgrims from across the Arabian Peninsula. Various pagan deities were worshipped there, and the Black Stone likely played a central role in their rituals and beliefs. Some scholars speculate that the Black Stone, with its celestial associations, may have been venerated as a symbol of celestial deities or as a conduit to the heavens. Others suggest it symbolized the divine feminine, representing fertility and abundance in the harsh desert environment. Regardless of its precise role, the Black Stone's continued importance in Islamic tradition underscores its enduring power as a sacred object, transcending cultural and religious shifts. Beyond religious narratives, scientists have proposed intriguing theories about the Black Stone's origin. One prominent hypothesis suggests that it might be a meteorite, a fragment of rock or metal that survived its fiery descent through Earth's atmosphere. Meteorites have long captivated human imagination, often viewed as messengers from the cosmos or imbued with supernatural powers. Several pieces of evidence lend credence to this theory. The Black Stone's dark, fragmented appearance, its unusual shape, and its reported density align with characteristics commonly observed in meteorites. Furthermore, the lack of a definitive geological explanation for its presence in Mecca adds weight to the extraterrestrial origin hypothesis. Section 5. The heart of the matter. Composition and appearance. The Black Stone, encased in its silver frame, doesn't readily reveal its secrets. Its fragmented nature makes it difficult to determine its exact composition and origin with absolute certainty. However, visual observations and limited testing suggest that it might be an agate, a type of silica mineral known for its banded appearance. Some geologists have also proposed that it could be a piece of impact glass, formed by the intense heat and pressure generated during a meteorite impact. The black stone's smooth, glassy fragments could be indicative of such an origin. Further analysis, however, is hampered by the stone's sacred status, making invasive sampling impossible. Regardless of its scientific origin, the black stone's symbolic power remains undeniable. For Muslims, it represents a tangible connection to their faith, a physical manifestation of God's mercy and forgiveness. The act of kissing or touching the black stone during the Hajj pilgrimage is an intensely personal and spiritual experience, signifying submission to Allah and unity with the global Muslim community. The black stone also serves as a reminder of the common origin and shared humanity of all people, as symbolized by Adam and Eve's initial receipt of the stone. It transcends cultural and ethnic boundaries, uniting Muslims from all walks of life in their devotion. Throughout history, the black stone has been witness to countless events, its silent presence a constant amidst the ever-changing tides of time. It has survived wars, natural disasters, and attempts at theft or destruction, standing as a testament to the enduring power of faith and the resilience of human spirit. Stories and legends surrounding the black stone abound, passed down through generations, each tale adding another layer to its mystique. These stories, whether rooted in historical fact or embellished by time, reflect the profound impact this unassuming stone has had on human civilization. The black stone's allure extends beyond religious boundaries, captivating the imaginations of historians, scientists, and curious minds alike. Its enigmatic origin, its cultural significance, and the sheer mystery surrounding it continue to fuel speculation and debate, making it a subject of ongoing research and fascination. The black stone story reminds us of the power of the unknown, the enduring allure of ancient relics, and the importance of preserving our shared human heritage. It encourages us to explore the intersections of faith, history, and science, seeking a deeper understanding of our place in the cosmos. The black stone, shrouded in silk and mystery, stands as a testament to the enduring power of faith, history, and the mysteries of the universe. Its true origin may forever remain an enigma, a subject of speculation and debate. Yet its significance transcends scientific explanations, serving as a powerful symbol of unity, devotion, and the shared human experience. As we gaze upon images of the black stone nestled within the Kaaba's embrace, we are reminded of the enduring power of belief, the interconnectedness of human history, and the vastness of the cosmos, where celestial wonders and earthly mysteries converge. The black stone, a silent sentinel across millennia, stands as a timeless symbol, inviting us to contemplate the mysteries of our past, present, and the universe we inhabit. The black cube is a potent symbol. It appears across cultures and history. It represents different concepts. These include structure, materiality, and the physical world. The cube's sharp edges contrast with the organic forms of nature. It speaks to the human ability to impose order on chaos. This symbolism is often linked to Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from our sun. It has long fascinated humanity. Its rings made of ice and rock are awe-inspiring. Ancient civilizations associated Saturn with time, boundaries, and the material realm. The planet's influence is often seen as restrictive but also grounding. This duality makes it a complex and compelling symbol. The black cube and Saturn are often linked in esoteric traditions. These traditions emphasize hidden knowledge and mystical experiences. The cube symbolizes the limitations of the physical world. Saturn, as ruler of this realm, embodies these constraints. Together they represent the challenges and lessons humanity faces in its spiritual evolution. Examples of the black cube abound in various cultures. The Kaaba in Mecca is one striking example. Muslims circumambulate this cubic structure during the Hajj pilgrimage. Some esoteric interpretations see the Kaaba as a representation of the material world. They connect it to Saturn. This connection highlights the earthly trials humans must overcome. Another example is the Jewish tefillin. These are small leather boxes containing scriptures. They are worn on the forehead and arm during prayer. The tefillin's cubic shape symbolizes the divine law and its binding nature. Some scholars suggest a link between these practices and Saturn. They point to the planet's association with law, order, and restriction. These are just two instances of the Black Cube's cultural significance. Its presence across different traditions suggests a universal resonance. The cube seems to embody fundamental human experiences. These include our relationship with the material world and the divine. The connection to Saturn adds another layer of complexity. It emphasizes the themes of limitation, structure, and the passage of time. Adding to the mystique of Saturn is its north polar hexagon. This atmospheric phenomenon, a six-sided jet stream, is unique in our solar system. Its presence has fueled speculation about hidden meanings and extraterrestrial influence. Some esoteric traditions link the hexagon to the black cube. They see it as a manifestation of Saturn's geometric power. One prominent theory is the Saturn-Moon matrix. This theory posits that Saturn and the Moon project a false reality. This reality traps humanity in a cycle of suffering. Proponents of this theory point to the symbolism of Saturn as a prison planet. They believe the black cube represents this confinement. These theories often rely on interpretations of ancient myths and esoteric texts. While intriguing, they lack concrete evidence. It is important to approach such claims with a healthy dose of skepticism. The Saturn-Moon matrix, for example, is not supported by scientific data. It remains firmly in the realm of speculation. The Black Cube and Saturn have captivated human imagination for millennia. From ancient stargazers to modern conspiracy theorists, people have sought meaning in their symbolism. While esoteric interpretations offer intriguing perspectives, it is crucial to distinguish between symbolic interpretations and factual evidence. The Black Cube, as a cultural artifact, holds undeniable power. It represents complex ideas about our place in the universe. Saturn, with its majestic rings and enigmatic hexagon, continues to inspire awe and wonder. Yet, attributing specific intentions or actions to these celestial bodies requires careful consideration. We must be wary of imposing our narratives onto the cosmos. The universe is a vast and mysterious place. It is natural to seek meaning and connection within its grandeur. As we explore the cosmos, both physically and intellectually, we must remember to ground our speculations in evidence. Only then can we hope to unravel the true mysteries of the universe.
Imagine a man. He is brilliant but dissatisfied. He desires more than an ordinary life. This man is Faust, and his story is a warning. He makes a deal with the devil, gaining everything he wants. But at what cost? Faust's story is ancient and powerful. It speaks to the deepest desires and fears within us. It is a story about the choices we make, and the consequences that follow. The story of Faust is rooted in legend. He was said to be a real person, an alchemist in 16th century Germany. People whispered of his thirst for forbidden knowledge. Some said he had actually summoned a demon. These whispers evolved into stories. Faust became a symbol of ambition and its dangers. The stories spread throughout Europe, changing with each telling. At the heart of Faust's story is Mephistopheles. He is the demon summoned by Faust, offering him a tempting deal. Mephistopheles promises Faust everything he desires, wealth, power, even love. But Mephistopheles' gifts come with a price. He demands Faust's soul in exchange. Faust, blinded by ambition, agrees to the bargain. He believes he can outsmart the devil. Faust's desires are universal. He wants to experience all that life has to offer. He craves knowledge and power. He wants to understand the secrets of the universe. Mephistopheles grants his wishes. Faust is swept up in a whirlwind of experience. He tastes every pleasure imaginable. But true happiness remains elusive. Section 5. A Legacy in Literature. Faust's story has captivated writers for centuries. Each generation reinterprets the tale, adapting it to their own time. Christopher Marlowe's play Dr. Faustus is one of the earliest and most famous versions. Goethe's Faust is another masterpiece. It explores the philosophical and moral implications of the story in greater depth. The legend continues to inspire writers and artists today. Section 6. The Price of Ambition. Faust's story is a cautionary tale. It warns us about the dangers of unchecked ambition. Faust's desire for more leads to his downfall. He loses his soul in pursuit of worldly gains. The story reminds us that true happiness cannot be found in material possessions or fleeting pleasures. It lies in something deeper: purpose, love, connection. Section 7. Knowledge and its costs. Faust's thirst for knowledge is also a central theme. He craves understanding, even if it means making a deal with the devil. But the story suggests that some knowledge comes at too high a price. The pursuit of knowledge should be balanced with wisdom and ethical considerations. Faust's story reminds us that knowledge without morality can be dangerous. Section 8. The Moral Compass. The Legend of Faust is a morality play. It forces us to confront our own values. What would we be willing to sacrifice for our desires? Would we make the same choices as Faust? The story is a reminder to examine our own moral compass. It urges us to choose the path of integrity, even when faced with temptation. Section 9. Faust's Echo Through Time. The legend of Faust continues to resonate with us today. We live in a world obsessed with ambition, power, and instant gratification. Faust's story serves as a timeless warning. It reminds us that true fulfillment comes from within. It urges us to pursue knowledge responsibly and to prioritize our values. The story of Faust, though centuries old, remains as relevant as ever.
Nikola Tesla was a true visionary, a genius beyond his time. Born in 1856, he electrified the world. With his inventions, he changed the course of history. Tesla's alternating current system powers our world. His brilliance is undeniable, but some believe his greatest discoveries remain hidden. Tesla's work went beyond conventional science. He ventured into uncharted territories of knowledge. This is where the mystery begins. Tesla claimed to have made extraordinary breakthroughs: free energy, wireless power, and even time travel. These ideas seemed impossible, yet Tesla's genius hinted at their possibility. He spoke of harnessing the very fabric of the universe. His vision: a world free from fossil fuels, a world powered by the cosmos itself. But these dreams never materialized, or did they? Some believe powerful forces conspired against Tesla. His ideas threatened established industries. They had to be silenced. His notes confiscated and hidden. His legacy tarnished and suppressed. The truth remains elusive. But the whispers persist. What if Tesla held the key to a better future? A future stifled by greed and control. At the heart of the conspiracy lies Tesla's quest for free energy. Imagine a world without power bills, where energy flows freely from the environment. This was Tesla's dream. He believed it possible to tap into the Earth's natural energy field. His Wardenclyffe Tower, a giant transmitter, was the key, or so the stories go. Then there's the legend of Tesla's time travel experiments. Did he unlock the secrets of time itself? Some say he did. They point to the Philadelphia experiment, a supposed military operation involving teleportation. Tesla's involvement is debated, but the rumors persist. Did he create a gateway to another dimension? The evidence is scant, but the idea is tantalizing. Tesla also claimed to have invented a death ray, a weapon of terrifying power, capable of bringing down aircraft from miles away. Was this another suppressed invention, or just another fantastical claim? The truth remains hidden. But the idea speaks to Tesla's complex legacy, a genius capable of great good and potential destruction. Tesla's genius bordered on the mystical. He claimed to receive visions and messages. Was he in contact with otherworldly beings? Some believe so. They point to his interest in ancient wisdom. Tesla studied Eastern philosophies and esoteric texts. He saw connections between science and spirituality. Tesla's obsession with the numbers 3, 6, and 9 is legendary. He saw them as keys to the universe. This numerology fueled speculation about occult influences. Did Tesla tap into hidden knowledge? Did he unlock secret powers? The answers remain shrouded in mystery, but the questions linger. Some believe Tesla's inventions were inspired by these hidden forces. They see his work as more than just science. They see it as magic. This is where the conspiracy deepens. Was Tesla a conduit for something greater? Did he stumble upon forbidden knowledge? The line between fact and fiction blurs. Why do these conspiracy theories endure? Perhaps it's because we want to believe. We want to believe in a world beyond our understanding, a world where free energy is possible, where time travel is real. Tesla's story offers that possibility. It's a story of suppressed genius, of hidden knowledge and secret societies. Tesla's legacy is complex. He was a brilliant inventor, a visionary, but he was also an eccentric figure, prone to grandiose claims. This mix of genius and eccentricity fuels the conspiracy. It allows us to imagine a different reality, one where Tesla's inventions change the world, for better or worse. The truth about Tesla's secrets may never be known, but the search continues. We dig through his notes, we analyze his inventions, we seek answers in the shadows. The mystery of Nikola Tesla endures, and with it, the enduring power of conspiracy. Have you ever felt a shiver down your spine when you hear certain words? Some words seem to hold power. They hint at hidden worlds and secret knowledge. This is the world of occult language. It is a world of mystery and magic. Occult language is a fascinating subject. It has captivated people for centuries. From ancient times to the present day, people have searched for meaning in these mysterious languages. Join us as we journey into the heart of occult language, discover its secrets and its impact on our world. Occult language is not like everyday language. It is a special way of communicating. It uses symbols, rituals, and codes to convey hidden meanings. These meanings are often spiritual or magical. People who study occult language believe it can unlock hidden knowledge. Occult language is like a secret code. Only those who know the key can understand its message. This makes it both fascinating and mysterious. It's a language that whispers of things beyond our normal understanding. Occult language is ancient. Its origins can be traced back to the earliest human civilizations. Ancient people used symbols and rituals to connect with the divine. They believed these practices held power. The Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans all had their own forms of occult language. They used it in their religious ceremonies and magical practices. These ancient cultures believed that language held the key to understanding the universe and its mysteries. Section 4. Symbols, rituals, and secret words. Occult languages come in many forms. Some are based on symbols, like the tarot or astrology. Others use rituals and chants to create magical effects. Some occult languages even have their own alphabets and grammars. One example is Enochian, a language supposedly revealed to John Dee, an English scholar and magician. Another example is Theban, an alphabet often used in witchcraft and magic. These languages offer a glimpse into the rich and diverse world of occult communication. Section 5. Masters of the Mystic Tongue. Throughout history, there have been many notable figures associated with occult languages. These individuals dedicated their lives to understanding and using these powerful tools. Aleister Crowley, a controversial figure, developed his own system of magic and language called Thelema. Dion Fortune, a British occultist, explored the mystical traditions of the Western world. These figures left behind a legacy of writings and teachings that continue to influence occult practitioners today. Section 6. A hidden influence on our world. Occult language may seem like something out of a fantasy novel, but it has had a profound impact on our culture and society. From literature and art to music and fashion, occult symbols and themes have found their way into mainstream consciousness. The use of tarot cards for divination is popular today. The influence of astrology can be seen in horoscopes and zodiac signs. Even the symbols on our money, like the all-seeing eye, have occult origins. Section 7. The enduring allure of occult language. In the modern world, occult language continues to fascinate and intrigue. People are drawn to its mystery and its promise of hidden knowledge, whether through the study of ancient texts or the practice of modern magic. Occult language offers a way to connect with something beyond the ordinary. The study of occult language is a journey into the unknown. It is a journey filled with wonder, mystery, and the potential for profound discovery. So embrace the whispers from the shadows and unlock the secrets of occult language. The Vikings, fearless seafarers from Scandinavia. They sailed in longships, raiding and trading. They traveled far and wide, reaching new lands. These voyages took them east, into the heart of Russia. They navigated vast rivers, their longships laden with goods and warriors. Their reputation preceded them, striking fear and awe into the local populations. These Norse adventurers were a force to be reckoned with. Their eyes were set on a prize Constantinople, the jewel of the Byzantine Empire, a city of immense wealth protected by strong walls. The Vikings, led by their chieftains, sought to claim this treasure for themselves. Their journey was long and arduous, fraught with danger. They sailed down the Dnieper River, their longships navigating treacherous waters. They fought their way through hostile territory, overcoming obstacles with their characteristic ferocity. Their determination never wavered. They would reach Constantinople. The sight of Constantinople was breathtaking, even for hardened Vikings. Towering walls, gleaming domes, a city unlike any they had ever seen. But this was no peaceful visit. The Vikings were here to conquer. The siege began. The Vikings attacked with ferocity, their axes crashing against the city walls. They hurled stones from catapults, attempting to breach the defenses. The Byzantines fought back bravely, defending their city with equal measure. Greek fire, a terrifying weapon, rained down on the Viking ships. Section 4. The walls hold firm. Despite their ferocity and determination, the Vikings could not break through. Constantinople's defenses were too strong. The walls, built centuries earlier, withstood the onslaught. The Vikings were relentless, but so were the Byzantines. They repelled every attack, their resolve unbroken. The element of surprise, so crucial to Viking raids, was gone. They were facing a formidable enemy, prepared for their every move. Section 5. Legacy of the Siege. After months of fighting, the Vikings finally retreated, defeated but not broken. They had failed to capture Constantinople, but they left their mark. The siege had a profound impact on both sides. It showed the Vikings the limits of their power. They realized they could not win by brute force alone. For the Byzantines, it was a victory, but it came at a cost. It highlighted the growing threat from these northern raiders. In the aftermath, a grudging respect emerged between these two cultures. Trade resumed, and some Vikings even joined the Byzantine emperor's elite Varangian guard. The siege of 860 CE became a legend, a tale of clashing titans, forever etched in the annals of history. Deep in the Andes Mountains lies a path. It winds its way through cloud forests and sun-drenched plains. This is the Inca Trail, a route walked by emperors and priests for centuries. Today, adventurers from around the world follow in their footsteps. The trail beckons with promises of ancient ruins, breathtaking views, and a glimpse into a lost world. The Inca Trail is not just a hike, it's a journey through time. It's a chance to connect with the past and test your limits. Every step is a story waiting to be discovered. Whether you're an experienced hiker or a novice, the Inca Trail offers a unique and unforgettable adventure. The Inca Trail winds its way through a variety of landscapes. The journey begins in the Sacred Valley with its fertile fields and rushing rivers. You'll trek through lush cloud forests where orchids bloom and hummingbirds dart among the trees. The air is thick with moisture and the scent of damp earth. As you ascend, the air grows thinner. You'll climb ancient stone steps carved into the mountainside centuries ago. The ruins of Inca settlements appear along the path, silent witnesses to a glorious past. Each stone whispers tales of the people who once lived here, their beliefs and their connection to the land. After days of hiking, you'll reach your final destination, Machu Picchu. This ancient city, hidden for centuries in the clouds, is a sight that will take your breath away. The ruins perch precariously on a mountain ridge surrounded by towering peaks. The stonework is so precise, so perfectly fitted, that it seems to defy explanation. Standing among these ruins, you can almost hear the echoes of the past. You can imagine the priests performing their rituals in the temples, the children playing in the plazas, the rulers surveying their domain. Machu Picchu is a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the Inca people, and a reminder of the power of nature to both sustain and destroy. The Inca Trail is a challenging hike, but it's achievable for anyone with a good level of fitness. The key is to be prepared. Book your permits well in advance as they sell out quickly. Spend a few days acclimatizing to the altitude in Cusco before you start the trek. Pack layers of clothing, as the weather can change rapidly in the mountains. Most importantly, take your time and enjoy the journey. Talk to your fellow hikers, learn about the local culture, embrace the challenge and savor the rewards. Reaching Machu Picchu after days of hiking is an experience you'll never forget. Nepal is a landlocked nation. It rests in the shadows of the towering Himalayas. Amongst these peaks lies the Annapurna Circuit, a trek for the ages. This isn't just a walk in the park. It's a journey that will test you. It will push you to your limits. But the rewards are worth every bead of sweat. The Annapurna Circuit is a loop. This means you end up back where you started. But don't let that fool you. Every day on this trek offers something new. You'll experience changing altitudes, diverse landscapes, and the rich culture of the Nepalese people. It's an adventure that will stay with you long after you've returned home. Are you ready to answer the call of the wild? Are you ready to face the Annapurna Circuit? The Himalayas are a sight to behold. Towering peaks pierce the sky. Glaciers carve their way through the mountains. The air is thin, crisp and clean. On the Annapurna Circuit, you are immersed in this grandeur. You'll trek through lush green valleys. You'll see waterfalls cascading down rocky cliffs. Rhododendron forests explode in a riot of color during the spring. And above it all, the snow-capped peaks of the Annapurna Range watch over you. Look around you. Every turn on the Annapurna Circuit reveals a new vista. Every step is a photograph waiting to be taken. It's a visual feast that will leave you breathless. The Annapurna region is not just about mountains, it's also home to the incredibly resilient Nepalese people. Along the trek, you'll encounter numerous villages. Each village offers a glimpse into the local way of life. The villages are built into the mountainsides. They're connected by ancient trails. You'll see children playing, women washing clothes in streams, and men tending to their crops. The people are warm and welcoming. They'll often invite you in for tea or a meal. Take the time to interact with the locals, learn about their culture, their traditions, and their way of life. It's a humbling experience that will enrich your journey. The Thorongla Pass is the highest point of the Annapurna Circuit. At 5,416 meters, it's a formidable obstacle. The air is thin, the terrain is challenging, but the sense of accomplishment when you reach the top, nothing beats it. The ascent to Thorongla is gradual. This helps your body acclimatize to the altitude. But it's still crucial to listen to your body. Drink plenty of water. Take breaks when you need them. Don't push yourself too hard. Reaching the summit of Thorongla Pass is a true test of endurance. It's a moment of pure triumph. From the top, the views are simply breathtaking. It's a 360-degree panorama of Himalayan giants. You've conquered the Annapurna Circuit. Torres del Paine National Park in Chilean Patagonia is amazing. The scenery will blow your mind. Imagine granite peaks that touch the sky. Picture turquoise lakes that sparkle in the sun. The park is famous for its W trek. This trek is a must-do for any serious hiker. It's a chance to experience the raw beauty of Patagonia. The W trek takes you past amazing sights. You'll see the iconic Torres del Paine. These granite towers are huge. They rise up from the earth. The trek goes past several glacial lakes. The water is bright blue. It's an unreal color. One highlight is Glacier Grey. This massive glacier carves into Lake Grey. It's a sight you won't soon forget. Another highlight is the French Valley. This valley is surrounded by mountains. There are waterfalls and forests. It's simply beautiful. The W trek takes about 5 days. You cover around 40 miles or 65 kilometers. The trek is moderately difficult. There are some steep climbs. You need to be in good shape, but you don't need to be an expert hiker. There are campsites along the way. This makes it easier to break up the hiking. The weather in Patagonia is unpredictable. Be prepared for anything. Pack layers of clothing, bring a waterproof jacket and pants. You'll need good hiking boots. The trails can be rocky and wet. A hiking pole is helpful. It can provide extra stability. Reserve your campsites in advance. They have limited availability. You don't want to get stuck without a place to stay. The Camino de Santiago. Even the name sounds like an adventure. Imagine old paths winding through the beautiful Spanish countryside. Picture yourself walking those paths, your backpack feeling lighter with every step. This is the Camino, a trip to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, where St. James is said to be buried. But it's more than just a place to go. The Camino is a journey of self-discovery, a chance to get back in touch with nature, and a way to experience the kindness of Spanish people. Whether you're interested in history, love to hike, or just want to get away from it all, the Camino offers something special you won't forget. Unlike a regular vacation, the Camino helps you slow down, enjoy every moment, and appreciate the simple things in life. As you walk, you'll meet other travelers from all over the world, each with their own story to share. For over 1,000 years, people have been walking the Camino de Santiago. Lots of people walked the Camino in the Middle Ages. Kings and queens, shopkeepers and farmers, all joined together by their beliefs. Today, many people walk the Camino for personal reasons, but the history and spiritual meaning are still there. Along the way, old churches and monasteries remind us of the Camino's long history. Every stone tells a story of travelers from the past, their hopes and dreams echoing through time. When you step inside these special places, you can almost feel the history and the power of faith. The Camino de Santiago isn't just a walk through history. It's a tasty trip through Spanish culture. As you walk through charming villages and busy towns, you'll see the real Spain. Friendly people will welcome you, excited to share their traditions and stories, and the food. Each area has its own special dishes. Start your day with strong coffee and a slice of Spanish omelette. For lunch, enjoy a big plate of paella or Galician-style octopus. And in the evening, relax with a glass of Rioja wine and some tasty tapas. There are many ways to get to Santiago de Compostela, each one different. The most popular route, the Camino Frances, is over 500 miles long and starts in France. Don't let the distance scare you. You can walk as much or as little as you want. For a less crowded trip, try the Camino del Norte. This route follows the northern coast of Spain with amazing ocean views and a taste of the Basque country's unique culture. Whichever route you choose, remember that the real magic of the Camino is in the journey itself. Iceland's Laugavegur Trail is one of the most rewarding hikes in the world. It's a great way to experience the raw beauty of Iceland's interior. The trail winds through stunning volcanic landscapes. You'll see glaciers, hot springs, and colorful mountains. The Laugavegur Trail is a must-do for any adventurous traveler. It's a chance to disconnect from the modern world. You'll feel like you're stepping back in time. The trail is well marked and maintained. The Laugavegur Trail is famous for its dramatic landscapes. You'll hike past glaciers and volcanoes. You'll see steaming hot springs and icy rivers. The trail is like a journey to the center of the earth. Each day brings new and unforgettable views. One day you might be hiking through a black volcanic desert. The next day you could be surrounded by green valleys. The trail also passes by several geothermal areas. You can take a dip in a natural hot spring. The Laugavega Trail is about 34 miles or 55 kilometers long. It can be hiked in 4 to 6 days. Most hikers start at Landmannalaugar and finish at Thorsmork. There are huts along the way where you can sleep. You need to book these huts in advance. The best time to hike the Laugavega Trail is during the summer, from June to August. The weather is mild and the days are long. Be prepared for all kinds of weather, even in summer. The weather in Iceland can change very quickly. Good hiking boots are essential for the Laugavega Trail. The terrain is rugged and you'll be crossing rivers. Pack layers of clothing to deal with the changing weather. Be sure to bring a waterproof jacket and pants. You'll need to carry all of your food and supplies with you. There are no shops or restaurants on the trail. Water is available from streams and rivers. Bring a water filter or purification tablets. Remember to pack light, but be prepared. The Laugavega Trail is a challenging but rewarding hike. With a little planning, you're sure to have an unforgettable experience. Tasmania. Just the name evokes images of wild beauty, a place apart. This island, adrift from Australia's southern coast, is a haven for nature lovers and adventurers. At its heart lies Cradle Mountain Lake St Clair National Park, a rugged realm sculpted by time and nature. Here you'll find the legendary Overland Track, a 65-kilometre trek through Tasmania's untamed heart. This is not a stroll in the park, but a journey into the wild. The Overland Track is a true wilderness experience, a chance to disconnect from the everyday and reconnect with something bigger. Over several days you'll traverse varied terrain, each step a testament to the power of nature. The trail is well maintained, but the weather can be unpredictable, adding an element of challenge and surprise. The Overland Track unfolds like a tapestry of diverse landscapes. Towering peaks pierce the sky, their slopes cloaked in ancient forests. Cradle Mountain, with its distinctive jagged peaks, dominates the skyline, a constant reminder of nature's raw beauty. The trail winds through valleys carved by glaciers, past waterfalls cascading down rocky cliffs. Alpine meadows, carpeted with wildflowers in spring and summer, offer breathtaking panoramas. Here the air is crisp and clean, and the silence is broken only by the wind whispering through the grass. The scent of eucalyptus hangs heavy in the air as you pass through dense forests of towering trees, some centuries old. The Overland Track is typically completed in 5 to 7 days, a testament to its challenging yet achievable nature. It's a moderately difficult trek, best suited for those with a reasonable level of fitness. Each day brings new vistas, new challenges, and a profound sense of accomplishment. The track is well marked, and there are basic huts spaced along the route, providing welcome shelter. But this is no luxury trek. Be prepared to carry all your own supplies, food, water, clothing, and camping gear. The weight on your back becomes a badge of honor, a reminder of your self-sufficiency in this wild place. The best time to tackle the Overland Track is during the peak season, from October to May, when the weather is at its most stable. However, this popularity comes at a price. Bookings are essential, and permits are limited to protect the fragile environment. Don't let spontaneity derail your adventure. Plan ahead. Pack for all eventualities. Tasmania's weather is notoriously fickle, and conditions can change rapidly. Be prepared for sunshine, rain, wind, and even snow, even during the warmer months. Layering is key, as is a good waterproof jacket and sturdy hiking boots. And remember, this is a remote wilderness area. Carry a map, compass, and first aid kit, and know how to use them. The Haute Route. Just the name evokes images of towering peaks, glistening glaciers, and a sense of adventure that's hard to find anywhere else. This iconic trek through the heart of the Alps, from Chamonix in France to Zermatt in Switzerland, is a dream for many hikers. It's a journey that challenges you physically and rewards you with some of the most stunning scenery on Earth. Imagine standing at the foot of Mont Blanc, its snow-capped peak piercing the sky. You're surrounded by meadows carpeted in wildflowers, the air alive with the sound of cowbells. This is where the adventure begins. Over the next week or so, you'll traverse high mountain passes, navigate alongside glaciers, and sleep in cozy mountain huts. The haute route isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey itself. It's about pushing your limits, connecting with nature, and discovering the true meaning of epic. Whether you're an experienced hiker or a passionate novice, the haute route promises an unforgettable experience. The haute route unfolds like a storybook, each day revealing new and awe-inspiring landscapes. From the bustling town of Chamonix, home to Mont Blanc, Europe's highest peak, you'll ascend through forests and meadows. Cable cars can help shorten some of the more strenuous climbs, offering breathtaking views. As you hike, the scenery transforms dramatically. Rugged glaciers, their icy tongues reaching down into the valleys, become a constant companion. You'll cross high mountain passes, some marked by simple stone cairns, others with panoramic views that will leave you speechless. After days of challenging trails and stunning vistas, you'll descend into the charming village of Zermatt, dominated by the iconic Matterhorn. This car-free village marks the end of your journey. The sense of accomplishment, standing in the shadow of this legendary peak, is indescribable. The classic haute route typically takes around 10 to 14 days to complete, covering over 110 miles, 180 kilometers, and ascending and descending over 39,000 feet, 12,000 meters. This is no walk in the park. It's a physically demanding trek that requires a good level of fitness and stamina. Be prepared for steep ascents, rocky terrain, and the occasional snowfield, even in the summer months. You'll need to carry everything you need in your backpack, including clothing, food, and water. The weight can be challenging, but the rewards are worth every ounce. The haute route tests your mental fortitude as much as your physical strength. There will be moments of doubt, fatigue, and perhaps even a little discomfort, but it's in these moments that you discover your true resilience. The camaraderie among fellow hikers and the sheer beauty of your surroundings will keep you going. Proper planning is crucial for a safe and enjoyable haute route experience. Start by researching the different route variations and choose one that aligns with your fitness level and experience. Booking accommodations in advance is essential, as mountain huts have limited capacity. Glacier crossings are an inherent part of the haute route, and safety should be your utmost priority. Consider hiring a certified mountain guide, especially if you're new to glacier travel. They provide essential equipment like ropes and harnesses, and have the knowledge and experience to navigate crevasses and changing conditions. Pack for all types of weather, as conditions in the Alps can change rapidly. Layering your clothing is key, and be sure to bring waterproof and windproof outerwear. A good pair of hiking boots is essential, and trekking poles can be invaluable for balance and reducing strain on your knees. Remember, the mountains demand respect. Be prepared, stay informed about weather conditions, and never hesitate to turn back if necessary. With careful planning and a spirit of adventure, the haute route awaits to reward you with an experience of a lifetime. A walk on the wild side John Muir Trail, the John Muir Trail, 211 miles of untamed beauty. It slices through the heart of California's Sierra Nevada. Imagine towering granite peaks, sparkling alpine lakes, and meadows bursting with wildflowers. This is not just a trail, it's a journey into the soul of the wilderness. The trail honors John Muir, a passionate advocate for preserving America's wild places. He believed in the power of nature to inspire and heal. On the John Muir Trail, you'll understand why this is not a walk in the park. It's a challenging trek, demanding respect and preparation. But the rewards, they'll stay with you long after you've descended back to civilization. So, are you ready for an adventure? The John Muir Trail is a visual feast. Starting in Yosemite National Park, you'll be greeted by iconic landmarks like Half Dome and El Capitan. Next, you'll venture into Kings Canyon National Park. This is a land of giants. Towering sequoia trees, the largest living organisms on Earth, stand sentinel over the landscape. Imagine walking among these ancient giants, their bark like wrinkled skin, their branches reaching for the sky. Finally, you'll enter Sequoia National Park, home to Mount Whitney, the highest peak in the contiguous United States. From its summit, you'll witness a panorama of jagged peaks stretching as far as the eye can see. The John Muir Trail is not for the faint of heart. It's a strenuous hike with thousands of feet of elevation gain and loss. Be prepared for rocky terrain, river crossings, and unpredictable weather. Most hikers take around 3 weeks to complete the entire trail. You'll need to carry everything you need on your back: food, water, shelter, and gear. But don't be daunted. The challenge is part of the reward. Every step you take, every mile you conquer will fill you with a sense of accomplishment. You'll be tested physically and mentally, and you'll emerge stronger, more resilient, and more connected to the natural world. Ready to take on the John Muir Trail? Here's what you need to know. Permits are required and highly competitive. Apply early and be flexible with your dates. The best time to hike the trail is from July to September, when the weather is most stable. Pack layers of clothing, as temperatures can fluctuate dramatically. Bring a water filter or purification tablets. Remember, safety is paramount. Let someone know your itinerary and expected return date. Pack a first aid kit and know how to use it. Now go out there, embrace the challenge, and discover the wild beauty of the John Muir Trail. The Drakensberg Grand Traverse. It's a name that whispers of adventure, a challenge whispered among seasoned trekkers. A journey across the very roof of South Africa. This isn't a walk in the park, this is a true test of endurance. A pilgrimage through some of the most dramatic landscapes in Africa. Are you ready to answer the call of the Drakensberg? The Drakensberg, or Dragon's Mountains in Afrikaans, is a fitting name. Jagged peaks pierce the sky. Ancient rock formations stand like watchful giants. The air is crisp and clear, carrying whispers of the wind and the echoes of eagles' cries. It's a place of raw beauty, untouched and untamed. The Grand Traverse is not a single trail, but a route. It strings together existing trails and animal paths. It's a choose-your-own adventure, with navigation playing a crucial role. You'll need map, compass, and the skills to use them. The mountains demand respect, and careful planning is essential. The Drakensberg is a land of contrasts, where towering escarpments give way to rolling plateaus. Lush valleys carpeted in wildflowers hide between soaring peaks. Crystal-clear streams cascade down mountainsides, feeding rivers that snake through the valleys. You'll trek through grasslands that seem to stretch to infinity, hike through indigenous forests, where ancient trees form a canopy overhead. You'll encounter wildlife baboons barking from cliffs, the flash of a klipspringer leaping across a rock face. Keep your eyes peeled. You might even spot a majestic black eagle soaring above. Each day on the traverse brings new landscapes. Each turn reveals another breathtaking vista. The sheer scale of the Drakensberg is humbling. It's a place where you can feel truly insignificant, dwarfed by the immensity of nature. The Drakensberg Grand Traverse is not for the faint of heart. This is a 10 to 14-day trek, covering over 200 kilometers of rugged terrain. You'll be carrying everything you need on your back. The altitude will test your lungs, the steep climbs will test your legs. You'll face scorching sun 1 minute and be battling icy winds the next. You'll need to be physically and mentally prepared. This is a journey that will push you to your limits. Resupply points are few and far between. This means carrying all your food, water, and equipment. Careful planning is crucial. You need to pack light, but be prepared for anything. This is self-sufficiency at its finest. Completing the Drakensberg Grand Traverse is a badge of honor. It's an accomplishment that will stay with you long after you return from the mountains. Standing on the edge of the escarpment, gazing out over the vastness of the African plains, you'll feel a sense of awe. You'll have conquered not only the mountain, but also your own limitations. You'll have answered the call of the wild. So, are you ready to embark on the adventure of a lifetime? The Drakensberg Grand Traverse is waiting. The dragon's spine beckons.